If you feel like giving up, just look back on how far you are already. Hey there, you guys. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? I mean, we've been going down for a while, and what do we got today? A little bit of green. Not enough to really get excited about. I mean, when I looked at it, it was like 3% on Bitcoin, but it's enough to keep hope alive, right? See that we could bounce back a little bit, maybe not be down here below the $5,000 range, having everybody screaming that we're going to 1,500 and Bitcoin's over and that we're all just fools for getting involved, right? You guys know I'm never stressing it. You know, I'm always playing defensively, always doing what I have to do in order to get by, putting the family first. But at the same time, you guys know I'm in here for the long haul with Bitcoin because it's all about the fundamentals, the underlying reasons. Why are we in Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin for? This peer-to-peer transaction that doesn't involve any third party is a lot better than the fiat cash we have going on that holds so many people down in America. So hopefully we can, passively just move into cryptocurrencies, relinquishing the power that the government has, making the world a better place. Yes, it's going to be a long, hard road. Yes, the price is going to have tons of volatility. Yes, there's going to be manipulation. But you know what? Me and Samantha, we're going to get out here. We're going to fight the good fight, and we're going to fight it for as long as we possibly can. What do you think about that, Samantha?
Good morning, everyone. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want Bitcoin to die. Does anybody want Bitcoin to die? I mean, no. So you just don't let it die.
I mean, if you're not looking at the fact of getting rich and you don't look at a price value and you look at it as something that you had to trade fiat dollar bills for and collect these coins, you know what I mean, that you couldn't trade for dollar bills, I'd still collect them just for the fact that someday I would hope that we would move over to this better system.
Yeah. I mean,
would you want to collect the money that they're going to use in space? Or would you rather collect the money that's being used to fund wars and oppress people all over the world?
That is true.
All right, Samantha, would you mind pulling up that screen share so we can look at that lovely sea of single-digit greens?
Turkey butt.
Yes, our turkey is not for the table. All right, so what do we got here? Hey, we're up a little bit. Oh, not quite the 3% I had seen earlier, but $4,595, almost $4,600. Some movement, I'll take it, right? I'm not going to complain or look a gift horse in the mouth. That's 2.48%. All right, let's see what else we got. We got X Rapid coming in at 44.5 cents. That's down 0.44. We got Ethereum, $137. Ouch.
Wow.
That's down 2.48%. We got Bitcoin Cash.
No, that's up 2.48%.
Oh, yes, up 2.48%. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $244, but, I mean, we have to look at each individual coin. We'll look at that in a moment. That's up 4%. We got Stellar Luma's XLMs coming in at 20.4 cents. That's up 1.77% on the 24 hours.
Ooh.
EOS, $3.84. That's up 4%, though. I mean, it's one of the bigger gainers here.
Gone are the days of my $5 EOS.
Litecoin, $34.25. That's down, or that's up 3.74%. All right, let's get down here and see what we got going on with Steam.
Steam. Oh, there's Steam.
Still bothers me that Bitcoin is way up there in the 32nd slot above Steam when everyone knows that they're a scam and they're not even listed on a majority of exchanges.
It's a Digibyte and some Silica. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so we got Steam, 43.7 cents. That's up 8%. That's some nice gains right there. Well, we got Nano up 16.5%. That's nice. All right, let's get up here. Let's see what the Steam back dollar is looking like. What did we see it at yesterday? Like 85 cents?
I think, or 70. Oh, God, I don't remember.
And 85 cents.
But it's
up only 3.2%. As we can see, altcoins extremely undervalued if we're going to use this as a metrics. Let's get over here at Poloniex. Let's see what we got going on. We got Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision coming in at $47.5. We got Bitcoin Cash ABC coming in at $232.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, Satoshi's Vision has taken a 19.3% gain, so that's quite the climb right there. And as we can see, the mirror multiple never lies, and it's telling us that we should be buying Bitcoin because, I mean, according to this, we got the mirror multiple at 0.66, and we've never seen the value 87.2% of the time. I mean, wow, right? I mean, I'm used to seeing this in the 60s and 70 digits as far as we've been going through this bear market, but here we are, almost a 90% guarantee that if you purchase Bitcoin today, you are going to be profitable.
Yep, statistically.
Not that I'm giving financial advice to anybody, but I mean, the mirror multiple is a realistic standard.
Right.
That
it is a real thing.
It is a real thing, and people use it, and I like to use it, and that's why I'd like to bring it up now. I mean, look at that number, 87.2%.
I don't know. I like the mirror multiple. It's kind of like a feel-good like chart. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like, oh man, like yes, okay. So you know what? Even if this price sucks, it's like, yes, it's uplifting.
And here we go, looking at blockchain. As you can see, we still have quite a few unconfirmed transactions holding on the network. We've been holding at for about 24 hours now. We've had above 20,000 unconfirmed transactions. The fees have come up a little bit from what I noticed. Not enough to really start griping about. Nothing like the peak there of 2017, paying $50 and stuff. But I mean, the fees are up a little bit. So, I mean, if you don't have to send any transactions, I probably wouldn't.
Right.
All right.
Don't get in the traffic jam, people.
Let's stop the screen share. Let's pull out the backyard. Hey, there's Kalidas. What's he doing? Drinking some water? Yep. All right. Good morning, guys. As you can tell, it's another little brisk one out here, but I'm enjoying it. I'm getting in that Thanksgiving spirit, starting to try to feel thankful for everything I have and everything that's going on in my life. Because you know what? It is 2018. I'm alive. I'm breathing. And it's better than it was last year. And it's better than it was the year before. I mean, I have my family. I have my place. I got you guys. So I mean, our nonprofit is doing really well. I mean, we're starting expanding to get out there and try to, you know, tell people about Bitcoin awareness at electrical music festivals. And that's been fun. We are enjoying that. And we're doing another fundraiser on that. So take the good with the bad, right?
Yeah.
So what do we got, Sam? Is there anybody out there in the chat, or am I just out here drinking coffee, standing in the woods, ranting like a loon about this magical internet money, talking about how I want the future to be equal for everybody and
no,
us to be able to enjoy our families and not waste our lives away at factories working 50 hours a week with a bunch of mouth breathers?
But that's just us guys, you know.
Yeah.
Andy Anderson is here. He says, good morning. Silent Lab is here.
Andy. Silent, my man.
Watchman is here. He says hi. And Andy Anderson says it's not the fear of Bitcoin dying. It's the fear of not becoming rich.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's both. Like, we want to see Bitcoin, you know, like, I mean, I want my son's children, you know, and all of that. I want Bitcoin to live. I want it to, but yes, we also want it to be worth money. Like it, you know, like, I mean, it has to be worth value to have it be the currency. If no one wants it and no one, then what are we trading it for? Like, why? Like, so we need it both.
I don't know. I think it may be, it's just that it's this moment in time is the problem, because you can look backwards and there's been many times in Bitcoin's history where the price has taken big drops.
Yes.
It's just that at this exact moment, we are living in it. And we just came off of Bitcoin being the stablest that it's ever been. And we're looking at the leg breaking downwards instead of upwards. And 90% of the people in the space were planning this to break upwards because we had seen it slowly coming down from the 20K high. Are we going to go lower? Are we going to go higher? You know, nobody can predict those things when it comes to cryptocurrency. Technical analysis, all you want. You never really know what's going to happen. So it's just that this is the unexpected. And with the unexpected, there's fear and uncertainty. They start to run rampant. But let's take a look at some news. Let's get off this price. I mean, if Bitcoin got up to $6,000 again and stayed sideways for a year again, I mean, I could live with a stable Bitcoin. It's just that nobody likes to have their money dropping out underneath them as they're trying to make plans for the future. It's not something we're quite used to. That's what the Venezuelans are complaining about, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's also a lot of people bought at like the 10 and 20K Bitcoin, like a lot higher than what it's been. So yes, everybody's a lot in the loss area at the moment, which is not an awesome feeling. We're kind of always in the we've been at the highs and the lows. We've bought in everywhere and looked back and been like, oh crap, like just another day and we would have had more with the same amount of fiat. But hey, it is what it is. So
some guy walking in the room with a dog.
Okay then.
All right. So let's see. What do we got going on here with the news? Well, we're looking at 380,000 Ethereum have been moved.
That
were created in the Genesis block. They've been sitting there, in a wallet since the Genesis block, and it has people scared. It has people wondering what's going on. So far, from what we can tell, the second wallet is it's not officially labeled, like it doesn't belong to an exchange, because that's the first thing you assume.
Because that is a lot, so you would think something big.
Right. So what we're looking at here is we got 227,000 Ethereum were moved about 17 days ago. That's enough to ring some bells and alarms and whistles. The problem with that is that shortly after, it was also then moved to a third wallet where it still sits currently. So in other words, quite a bit of Ethereum that was created in the Genesis block
just moved two owners.
And now, last night, we're looking at another 152,000 Ethereum moved out of the Genesis block wallet to the same exact secondary wallet, not the third, but the secondary wallet that processed the 227,000. Now, in the overall aspect, we're looking at that secondary unofficial wallet that we know doesn't belong to an exchange, holding 454,000 Ether, which is at today's price about $58 million. And I mean, with our Ethereum price being so low.
I mean,
people talk about the concerns of being able to sway the market when you own 1 million Bitcoin and stuff. Well, owning close to 500,000 Ethereum, I would say, is definitely capable of swaying the market, at least at a couple exchanges, and before arbitrage could take place, you might be able to push the price down pretty far.
Yeah.
So we see people, or I've been hearing, reading, commenting from other people that they're scared that the price of Ethereum could be dropping even lower. Like, what is the point in this move? Is somebody getting ready to dump? With these prices happening to drop so much lower in cryptocurrency, if they go much lower, these companies can't run. They got to keep their lights on. They got to pay their employee. They got to stock the toilet paper and coffee and everything else in the facilities. It don't just grow on trees. It don't just happen out of goodwill and intentions. You got to pay the bills. So when most of their capital and reserve is held in these cryptocurrencies, we've already seen a majority of the ICOs go and dump a lot of their Ethereum during the last leg down, causing to push the price of Ethereum lower. People are worried that something like this could happen again and push the price of Ethereum below that $100, possibly below the $75 mark.
Ooh, that'd be hard. I mean, I remember when Ethereum wasn't a lot of money. However,
I know. I remember.
However, it's been worth quite a lot of money for a while now. So,
So, anything in the chat, Samantha?
No, Marty. It says this drop shows how many of the new people need to change their time preference. This is a long game.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, the goal is that if you want to save this stuff, it's to retire with, not to make $1 million in a month.
Yes. Look at 5-10 years, people, like that. I mean,
that's why dollar cost average. Like, don't go throwing thousands of dollars in this on a monthly basis. I mean, unless you got that kind of money. I'm just saying, from my aspect and my finances, a couple hundred a month is a nice plus.
Yeah, it's just whatever we have extra. Like, that's what whatever dollar amount that is.
All right. So what do we else we got here in the news? We got Trezor, right? This is the caption, the clickbait to try to bring everybody in. So I'm sure that anybody that's news wondering about this one, we got fake Trezors out there, Trezor ones, talking about, what would you want to call it? A clone, a copy,
a counterfeit.
A counterfeit. There we go. That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
So we got counterfeit Trezor ones out there. I mean, I'm not hearing that there's like malicious software in it, that anyone's getting their funds stolen, but it's not a real one. You know what I mean? So who knows what's going on behind it? The creator or dispenser or whatever is anonymous. And so far, the only way you can tell the difference is that the hologram seal on the package is different than the one that comes on the real Trezor one. So, I mean, I don't know how you'd be able to tell off the bat unless you already had one. You know what I mean? Or unless, well, why would you go look up what the hologram image looked like before you opened your package? You just rip that thing open. I want to plug this in. I want to check this out.
I mean, and it's probably pretty similar. I mean, it probably is relatively similar to the real one.
Besides that, we're looking at a QR code on the back that has a disclaimer saying that it was made in China.
It's one of those.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to be careful. I guess that's why, you know, they tell you and recommend always to get it from the source. You know what I mean? That crypto hardware wallets, a lot of people get them from them. Don't go buying one off another individual that comes from eBay because you want to save $5. It's not worth it in the long run. You know, you can get a knockoff one. They could have already went and set things up. You never know what happened. So,
yes, you never know what their actual purpose is. Is it just to be like the Chinese counterfeit, you know, Pumas that, you know, spelled with, you know, 2 A's, and or is it malicious? Like, either way, it is not the Trezor.
Yeah, it's not the one that you thought that you were buying with the security and reliability that you expect from the product.
Yes. You never, I mean, you don't know what's
Well, we got Trezor, and they're coming out and they're saying that they're going to be trying to take some legal action against them, and that they're going to see about what they can do on other steps in order to prevent these fake ones from being made. So maybe they're going to see about getting some sort of a product or a way to make it so that it can't be counterfeited. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like something on it that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Apple has that kind of crap. But yes, I mean, something that would be very hard to counterfeit or not possible.
Or a way that you could identify it right off the bat. I mean, this is what people like B-Chain are out there trying to do. You know what I mean? So it's like I could see some sort of pairing like that would happening down the road. You could be able to track your hardware wallet from the facility to you to make sure that no one tampered with it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is exactly what they're talking about. So
yeah.
With blockchain for the shipping industry.
Yeah, right? Be like, no, it for sure came from that facility, which is an actual, like, official facility all the way to your house. Andy Anderson says, I'm giving thanks tomorrow. I don't care what anyone says. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. I know. I mean,
gobble, gobble.
You have to be grateful for the small things. Life is always a matter of perspective. If you wanted to, you could be Debbie Downer, and there's always a million reasons to be bummed out about crypto, about life, about just getting out of bed in the morning. So, you know, you got to find the small things, take pride in them, be happy for what you have, and just keep yourself moving, you know. And if it's not good now, it will get better, you know, just like the cryptocurrency market, it can't stay down forever. I mean, you have to have your good days with your bad days.
I'll say the old man phrase, you got out of bed this morning, right?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, Vanessa's here. She says, oh, snap. Hi.
Good morning. I don't really have a lot of news left. We're just going to talk a little bit about the BOC and the delay. So if you got any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, please go ahead, pile it up down there in the chat. After we're done with this news, I guess we'll go into a little bit of what we got going on here with the channel, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up and let you guys get about your day. So here with the BOC, we're looking at the delay, right? Bitcoin futures delay. People had anticipated, because they had said, you know, December 12th is what we were looking at. Now we're looking at January 24th. People are even saying that this one's probably not going to happen, that we're going to see a further delay in January. Is it going to push the price down in January when that happens? That's the next thing I'm hearing. If people are trying to game theory this stuff out, Why? A lot of people are saying that this may have something to do with them looking for like some regulatory approval and them not necessarily getting it already where they thought they would. They're saying that it's so that when they open, they'll be able to provide, proper custodialship with insurances, and everybody will be able to begin trading in full on the first day. But I mean, we've seen that these exchanges, you could open this up without that being the problem. I do
Yes,
feel
you
that
can.
I do believe that this has a lot more to do with them wanting to get, all their ducks in a row. Make sure that they have the insurances they need, because I guess they had insurance for their cold wallets, but they don't have insurance for their hot wallets type of situation. We don't have an ETF approval.
I mean, it's gotta suck for them because, like, pretty much all of the bad news, we have all of the hacks, all the exchange stuff, all of the different ways that cryptocurrency can go bad. They're trying to cover their asses for all of it. And it's like, that's really hard to do. I know. But it is really hard to do.
Children listen, Samantha.
You're right. They should be at school right now, unless you're in
the schools. Is our kid in school?
Oh, that's true. Today is the first day of our child's Thanksgiving breakness. But I mean, like, that they're trying to make sure that all of the stuff that has happened cannot happen to their.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's really hard.
Another one of those catch-22s where people say that we need it and some people say that we don't. This is definitely going to be one of the first ways that institutional investors are capable of getting their hands on large sums of Bitcoin, because it is Bitcoin settled, even though it is just going to be pieces of paper at first. I think we need development. That's what we've been going through this year, is that people got overzealous last year. Tether may have possibly pumped the price up. We were hoping that Bitcoin was just going to go and go and go and go to the moon. But the problem really is that, with the spamming on the network and everybody trying to use it because of all the onboarding of new people, the network couldn't handle it. We didn't have Lightning Network. We didn't have segregated witness going. So the network got congested, and we've seen transaction fees skyrocket because, Bitcoin doesn't have on-chain scaling. That's why we are leaning towards second-tier solution. Now that we have Lightning Network up and going, we're still actually talking about that we're 2 years away from it being perfect. Not saying that I'm not going to use it before it gets perfect.
Yeah, we will be using it. I want to
But I mean, for the common, average, everyday person who barely was able to get a high school diploma, and is out there trying to live off minimum wage, they need to be able to use this, even if they have no technical skills whatsoever. Lightning Network is being said to be 2 years away from them being able to use it. When they're capable of using it, then Bitcoin will be ready for the world. So over the next 2 years, we need better development. We need more awareness brought to the people. We need to not be stressing over the price. We need to not necessarily get the fat cats involved here so that they can start trying to pick up the bags to unload it on other people and use cryptocurrency as a way to continue manipulating society as they do with the fiat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the man. And the man has his hand in like everybody's cookie jar.
Yeah, we're crazy people that live out in the middle of nowhere in the woods and have a well. I mean, it's obvious that we're the people that don't like the man.
But I mean, no, I don't think it really needs to. But I think it will do good for the price, possibly, because it'll be a lot more money.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen that when we bring people into Bitcoin for enthusiasm over the price, it brings a majority of them are scammers. And it ends up, as we see now, hurting the space more than it benefits the space. I mean, it is it's a delicate point right now where we need to be able to have the light touch. We need some regulation, but not so much that it hinders Bitcoin. We need to introduce people to cryptocurrency and get them, excited about it. But we need the right people involved.
Yeah, it's just like how, remember when everybody ICO, that word was it made people happy. Like, oh my God, yes, sign me up. Now you say ICO and people cringe or get angry. It's the same. You don't want that to be what people think about
you don't
Bitcoin
want that story
or
that
about
was lived on a
cryptocurrency.
short span of time to be brought out on a large span of time over Bitcoin. like that kind of a sentiment.
Yes, where like, yes, somebody has came in and was able to really, really manipulate us.
So what do we got?
Oh, there's nobody. Well, I
nobody in
mean,
the chat?
there, there's people apparently, not, the thing he says viewers are viewing, but no one is talking.
All right. So what do we got going on then, Samantha, with the channel?
Well, we have
Still got the tally fund going, right?
Oh, we do. Yes, yes.
So,
we do.
I mean, if you guys have any extra crypto and you want to go ahead and partake in helping us get out there and spread the word of Bitcoin and awareness at some EDM festivals, we're looking to go to the Forbidden Kingdom February 16th and 17th to spread the word. We plan on passing out flyers. We also plan on maybe upgrading and making some stickers too this time.
I was thinking maybe we should
around.
Start trying to actually, because we won't have 2 days off here in a while or whatever, Thanksgiving, but maybe we should try to start seeing about either a flyer or a sticker, something to show somebody. Get a poll going.
Well, you have to check over on my Twitter feed and see if we can't actually get around to something like that, because
maybe
I would like you to make Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right? And we will not have turkey. We are ham people. I know. Our son wants a teacup pig, but I'm afraid that we won't like ham after that.
No, I love the bacon.
I know.
So what else do we got going on with the channel? Are we gonna do a show tomorrow?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Why not? I mean, I don't know. Probably.
You guys.
90%.
So, hit the notification bell. We'll be out here tomorrow on Thanksgiving. We can share the day together a little bit. Say what we're thankful for. What else are we looking at? Bitcoin Ben tonight, right?
Yes.
7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock his time, which is Central Time.
Yep.
A little nervous about that one. I watched him last night.
Oh, I'm crazy mad nervous, but whatever.
He had over 1,000 people last night.
Yes, in his live stream. Wow.
So
we watched it go. We came in at like the 300 area of it or something, and it went up to 1,000 real fast.
So that should be some really good exposure for the channel and us and what we got going on, and bringing some attention to how we're trying to pass out Bitcoin flyers and everything like that. Maybe help the tally fund a bit. That would be a big plus.
Even if other people, if more than just us, because we're here. Eventually it'd be nice if we could fly to other places to go to festivals but I don't foresee that one. I don't foresee that one happening anytime soon. But if other people, print your own flyers and stickers, pull World Crypto Network. Just don't use our stuff.
I wouldn't care if somebody used a copy of our flyer or whatever we make for a sticker. If I make something that's free to you guys to use, of course, that's why I post it on my Twitter. Feel free to pull it down and use it. What else we got going on besides that?
Oh, it's already sized well for Vistaprint. So
anything else going on?
Well, we have Tribes Mines.
Yep, of course. Always follow us on all the different social media that we got going on. DTube, Steam, BitTube.
Yeah, you got one of one of our last videos uploaded to DTube.
Yep.
It's been a little squirrely for us for some reason.
Besides that, I don't know. Schedules are still up in the air. We're trying to work, of course, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. We're doing morning episodes. We're trying for that 8 o'clock time slot. The other ones are going to have to be after work. And, of course, I told you guys we work until production's done, so we can't predict it. But somewhere between 6 and 7, hopefully, if we're going to be doing an episode. So, it helps figure out the time slots. But hitting that notification bell is definitely the best way to be able to keep track of when we're out here. As always, I provide a free email help desk service. It's through my email, eugeneforest20@gmail.com. Can't spell it. It's listed down there below. I also have all kinds of tools, links, affiliation codes. You can also hit me up on my Twitter. A lot of people have been doing that lately to be able to ask me questions. It's absolutely free. There's no 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin in order to get me to find you an answer, have an answer, help direct you somewhere to be able to understand what you're asking about a little better. Like I said, with the tools and affiliation codes listed down below, anything you got down there like that goes to the other social media sites or referral links. Those are a great way to be able to help out the channel. I have donational addresses if you got that extra crypto, but don't worry about it. I know it's hard to give up crypto, especially with the prices falling. If you are, the tally fund is a much better way to go about it, because we think of that much more of a carbon offset. It's a great way for you to be able to help the community spread awareness by giving us a few dollars to be able to print these flyers and get to the events. If you want to join us, let us know. We're always looking for help in order to get out there and spread awareness. If you want to come on the show and talk with us, hit me up on the email or the Twitter. We're also looking at Crypto News Education joining us on
Crypto News
Bitcoin Crypto News Education joining us on Monday's show. So please go over, follow him, look forward to that show, and come on over and check us out tonight on Bitcoin Ben.
Yeah. I hope everybody has a great day.
Is that it, Sam?
Yes.
All right, you guys, remember, keep your BTC safe and have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.